If you're constantly asking yourself, am I doing enough? Am I being enough? And the answer always depends on who's watching, who's approving, or who you might disappoint, this video is for you. You've been outsourcing your worth to external validation, especially through your productivity and accomplishments. This isn't about permission to be lazy or giving yourself so much grace that you give up altogether. It's about finally understanding the emotional cost of tying your worth to your output so that you can learn what true, compassionate accountability is. It isn't all or nothing, and I'm here to show you why. You do not need to finish everything on your to-do list before you're allowed to stop. You don't have to exhaust yourself to prove that you deserve a break. You don't need to hit some arbitrary milestones to prove that you're allowed to take a breath. This mindset is one of the deepest forms of self-abandonment, and high achievers and people pleasers are prone to it. You've trained yourself to associate rest with guilt instead of nourishment, and when you do finally rest, you completely collapse and let go of all your necessities and all of your responsibilities. There's an in-between called ease, a gentle ebb and flow, and you believe you have to deserve it, but that's not true. Rest, true rest, isn't a luxury. It's not a reward. It's a baseline requirement for functioning. It's a pillar in the trinary system of rest, work, and play, and you need to become its friend if you want to unlearn this survival mode. So most people don't realize this, but they're actually not working for themselves. They're performing for ghosts. Maybe it's your parents' approval. Maybe it's an old boss who always made you feel small. Or maybe it's this overachiever persona that you've worn your entire life. If you don't consciously choose who you're answering to, you will unconsciously keep trying to please people who've trained you to ignore your needs. Who is benefiting from you overcommitting right now? Who taught you you need to be exceptional to be enough? And do you even respect their opinion? External validation is loud, addictive, it's immediate, but internal validation is subtle and gentle and easily missed. What does it actually feel like to be proud of yourself, even if no one's watching? What does it look like to finish something and not share it online or share it with someone else, just because it made you proud? Start tracking those moments, not the ones that come with gold stars, but the ones that feel like exhaling. That's what building internal authority feels like. You don't need an audience to be accountable, and that goes for even just telling your friend or your partner or a parent what you've done. And you don't need applause to be aligned. Invisible wins are the small, quiet choices that no one sees, but they build your self-respect. Saying no, pausing when you want to spiral, keeping a promise to yourself that no one knows about. These are the moments that shift your internal self-concepts, because they're not about being impressive on the outside. They're about building integrity. If your productivity is rooted in fear of being lazy, behind, unlovable, even a fear of failing, then no amount of success will ever feel like enough. You'll keep chasing the next thing. You'll keep proving, performing, burning out, crashing, collapsing, because shame isn't a healthy motivator. It's just a loud one. That's why so many high-performing people feel so empty inside. They're not doing anything from alignment. They're doing it from avoidance, avoiding what it would mean if they stopped, if they slowed down, if they were seen as average. But their worth, just like yours, isn't up for negotiation. You were never supposed to perform for safety. And the minute you stop treating your accomplishments like the receipt for your right to exist, your entire being starts to heal and actually be able to move forward. It's not about all or nothing. It's not do all the things and be so productive or do nothing at all, just in the name of giving yourself grace. But there is a balance where you can achieve all of the things you want to do. You just can't get there from where you are right now. If you're nodding along right now, it's probably because you realize that safety means performance to you. That's why productivity hacks don't work for you. They don't address the emotional root, the internal pressure, the self-surveillance, or the fear of disappointing someone who isn't even in the room. If you want to understand why you swing between overworking and shutdown, and what's really keeping you stuck in this pendulum of self-sabotage, I created a free guide that breaks it all down, and you can download it for free. No gatekeeping, no paywalls to jump behind, because I know how much it hurts to be in your shoes, and you don't have to prove that you want healing bad enough to access it. The link is below, and I'll see you there. And as always, stay on this corner of the internet as long as you need.